Hello and welcome to Creative Cousins. I can't believe this is episode 29, but if you're new here, we're two cousins and we make art. And today we're going to share our recent creations. I have some photographs from a few sessions I've done recently as a wedding and couples photographer, and Beth is going to share a recent drawing that she did. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. How are you, Beth?
I am very good. I am excited to see all of your pictures, and I'm also excited to show my marker drawing that took me a while to make. You probably see it in the corner of my screen. It will be shown. It's pretty big for a marker drawing, but anyway, I'm excited to finally do a full reveal. But we can start with your pictures since you're already sharing your pictures. But yeah, take it away.
Sounds good. This was a session that I did for friends of mine that got engaged, and these are the film scans. So
Oh,
I I did digital and film for this session, and I used a medium format film camera, a Yashica Matte 124G. I got these back like last week, I want to say, and I was really happy with how they came out. I didn't put all of them in here. With medium format film or 120 film, sometimes depending on like what kind of camera you're shooting on, you might get like a lot less shots per roll. Like with the 35 millimeter cameras, the film is smaller, and you can get like, how many is it? I forget. I think it's 32 exposures per roll, but with the camera that I was using, you only get 12. So I was really, really nervous to see these come back, as you can imagine, because you don't know what it's going to look like, and there's only 12 of them. And like, I'm very happy with how most of them came out. So this one is just like a candid I snapped of them walking. And I kind of just like how they're both like looking to the left.
yeah.
Um, I didn't tell them to do that. Like they just were walking. I think they started to turn their heads because I think they maybe heard my shutter or something. But yeah, I thought it was nice. The lighting is kind of cool, and I really like how the tones came out. Like the contrast in the image, I think is good, and it didn't really require a lot of editing. Um, the only editing, the only editing I usually do with my film scans is like color adjustments and contrast and white balance a little bit. Yeah, I use presets and stuff, but I don't do any like or try not to do any AI when it comes to altering film.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just kind of like this is the moment, this is how it was, and it's preserved. I mean, I didn't get the negatives back, but in the future, I'm gonna start getting the negatives back
Oh,
and probably saving the negatives. Just doesn't really make sense for me to right now. I'm thinking maybe 2026, I'm gonna start doing that. But yeah, it's just like, this is how it was. This is how it was preserved on the actual, film roll on the actual paper. So,
wow,
and
cool.
we had a lot of fun. We got up for sunrise for this, but not like exactly sunrise because I knew that like in the Boston Public Garden, it's surrounded by like a lot of tall buildings. So the sun probably wasn't going to come over top the buildings for a while. And I didn't want the entire session to be shot in shade because I kind of like working with the sun. So I had them meet me like maybe 45 minutes to an hour after the sun actually rose, and the timing ended up being pretty much perfect. There was a little bit of time at the end of the session where I felt like the sun was a little too strong, but overall, I feel like the lighting was really good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think the lighting is really nice in this. I'm questioned about the negatives. So would they like send you back the physical negatives then?
Yeah, they would send me
Really?
back the
Oh.
film and they roll it up inside of like, I mean, different places send it back differently, but my lab takes like an empty roll of like duct tape, like the cardboard part, and
Ugh.
just like rolls up the film inside of that. But it costs
Oh.
extra. The only reason I don't do it right now is because it costs extra.
Yeah.
It's like $9 to have them mail it back to you per roll. And when you're already spending like I spend on average, I think like $50 per roll to get developed.
Wow.
So and that's just like the cost of the roll itself and the cost of developing it. Not including like the cost of like film cameras and like the time spent learning and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's not cheap.
Wow.
So I've been cheaping out because usually I just get the scans back and like back them up right away. I think some people maybe would like to have their negatives, so I might do that in the future or offer that in the future as like part of the package.
Oh, I
But
never thought about that. I kind of totally forgot that that's like something people do.
I think some
That makes sense.
photographers like save it just for themselves, like they store the negatives forever in like a box, in case like anything happens. But I kind of don't really see the need for that right now because I still back it up like I would any other digital file. Like when I get the scans, I just back it up like multiple times. So
Yeah.
I get it because it's like, another backup, but at the same time, I've already got like a zillion backups. So
Right.
uh, I don't know. It seems kind of like a moot point um,
That's fair.
sometimes. And I don't know if I want to make like room in storage in my own house for like, you know, thousands and thousands of wedding film pictures.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's smarter just to give it back to like the couple themselves. I'm not sure. I gotta figure out like what is the reason people really do that. I don't really know.
Yeah,
I
because
just can't imagine like making room in my own attic for like people's like
yeah.
wedding photos. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I think honestly it would make sense because if you have it on a computer or backed up on your computer, I feel like after a certain time you don't really need to keep
Yeah,
I
that's kind of how I feel. I back it up not just like on my computer too, but I back it up on like two separate external hard drives. Um, so and they get like a gallery, an online gallery for 6 months where the images are backed up on a cloud for them, and then from there they can back them up on their own in their own iCloud or whatever. But yeah, it just seems like kind of I don't know, overkill to me. And like I know some
yeah.
photographers are kind of gung ho about it, but I don't really feel the need right now. So
That's really interesting. I never knew about that really. I would agree like just like having that part of a package is a good idea.
yeah, because it's like
It's
I
like a little
don't really know that people
memento,
are gonna want to pay the extra for that. But if they do, then they can get them for themselves.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the next photo because this was in a shaded area. And I really like how this one came out. And I remember this whole entire time just like
It's
praying that
really
like
cute.
I was getting the focus right because like the manual focus is like kind of tricky on the TLR. Like it's kind of hard to tell sometimes if it's in focus, but I have been struggling with square format because it's just like hard to make everything like line up and like the composition is a lot trickier because you have less room for error. Um, and I was really happy to get this photo back because I was like, damn, nailed it. Um, and like my first couple rolls, like there was a lot of like crooked pictures and like weird compositions because I wasn't used to using it. It's definitely gotten easier, like faster than I thought it would. So I liked I liked knowing that, and this picture of them is really nice and it ended up on their save the date. Um, she sent
Oh,
me she sent me their save the date the other night, and this photo was on there. I
that's
don't know
cute.
if any of the other film photos were on there. I can't remember. I think they had like 4 or 5 photos on there, and one of them was this photo.
This one's really cute. It like the contrast of like the clothes with the warm colors of like the buildings is really good. And I think like
Thanks.
just the location reminds me of like a sitcom or something. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
it reminds me of like New York City or something.
Yeah, like they're part of like the Friends cast or something. I never actually really watched
Yeah,
Friends, but
it's so funny. That's so funny. Because it kind of like definitely gave me that vibe too.
yeah, I think That could be possibly why they liked it, maybe. I think it's a really cool photo.
Thanks. Um,
It's very
yeah, so that
cute.
was definitely, I think this was my favorite from the whole roll for sure. The next one, I had to edit a little bit more than normal because they were a little bit backlit, but I really like how it came out.
The lane looks good. I
And
mean, whatever you did.
yeah, like the composition's decent. Like it could be probably cropped a little bit more, but like I really like this one. The colors are nice and yeah, they're in focus. So that's really all I was
That's really a
praying for.
plus. That's a plus that I think it's good to shoot for.
It's fine if I was okay with it if I was gonna get, a few back that were out of focus.
Yeah.
Um, but like I've had times where like I've gotten a lot back that are out of focus and I don't really feel
Lovely.
good about that.
Oh, this is so cute too. I
Yeah.
love the
Remember,
lighting.
thanks. Yeah, the lighting is one of my favorite parts. I don't feel like it's overly distracting, but it kind of makes it really interesting, right?
Yeah, I love lighting that's like the splotches of light. I like that. It always makes it more like dynamic looking to me.
I'm glad you like it. I think it's very controversial, like to photographers. Some photographers really would not like this lighting.
Oh,
Um,
well. Oops.
but I think if you do it right, where it's like not like too much like on their faces,
Yeah.
um, then it looks nice. And I like how in the digital version, I have a digital version of basically this same picture just from a little farther away. I obviously AI edited out the little truck crane thing in the back, um,
Oh.
but did not do that on film. So
Oh, right. I see it. I honestly though, I hardly even really notice it. Like my eye does not
I
go
didn't,
to the
yeah,
background at all. Like,
I think that's what's nice about the lighting of this is that it's like that's clearly the focus of the picture and like everything else is kind of just like falls into the background. And I didn't even think it was that noticeable on the digital photo either, and I actually debated if I should edit it out. And I've been seeing a lot more photographers lately like lean back into like not over editing things, like not editing people from the background of photos and stuff. And I'm like, maybe that's honestly a good thing because like why are we wasting all this time changing how things were? I don't know. I'm still like this is still something that like I wrestle with a lot. I want to give people like a luxury editing experience, but at the same time, I don't want people to like start having like unrealistic expectations of like what their photos are going to look
yeah.
um like what is actually possible. And like we did this session at sunrise, so we were lucky that there weren't a lot of people in the background. But if we had done it anytime else during the day, like there would have been a lot of people in the background. It's not
Right.
always possible to edit all of them out, and I think people are now expecting that. So I like this picture.
Long story short,
Yeah.
I like this picture too. I think the editing people thing, I feel like if it's convenient to do it, then sure. But I feel like if it's going to be something where it's like so much more work to do it and like then it's just like whatever, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like no one should
Yeah. Well,
complain about it.
sometimes, yeah, like sometimes it's not even possible to where it's like I try it like 5 times and AI does some weird shit with it. Like I'm just gonna give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like not worth it to
Um,
deal with more.
exactly. Kind of a fine line. But
That's
next,
fair.
again, like same as the other one, just a little bit better with the composition.
Yeah.
Um,
I like
and
it.
next, thanks. This next one is like crooked, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't adjust this at all. Like I didn't crop it or adjust it at all. Just kind of kept it because it felt like, uh,
Yeah. There's something, yeah, I really like it actually. It reminds me, I don't know what it reminds me of actually, but it reminds me of something. And
yeah.
I don't know.
I like
It
how
doesn't
she's
make any
like talking to
sense. I'm
him.
sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's cute. And like it's very raw and real.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I know what it
yeah.
reminds me of. Sorry.
What is it?
I don't know why. I just thought of this. I don't know. Have you ever watched the show Felicity?
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's a show from the 90s, like the late 90s. about a girl who goes to college in New York City or something. I know this is not taking place in New York City, but like the opening of the show is like a bunch of like angles of them at like different angles, like I don't know, walking the street or like something. I don't know, but
Oh,
something
okay.
about it, and like the
Yeah.
way that it's like the where it's taken, like the angle that it's taken, and like they're walking in the distance, it just reminds me of that show. So
Aw,
anyway, that was really funny.
that's
But
nice.
yeah, I like it. So it's very
Thanks.
dramatic to me.
I also really like how you can see like what street they were walking on,
Oh
you know,
yeah,
because it says
yeah,
Arlington. It just like feels like a memory. So
yeah.
I like it.
These are
So
different
this is a
people.
totally different session. Yeah. Um, and like some of the viewers are like, what? But yeah, this was a totally different session. So background on this session is that this was an engagement session that I did in Connecticut. I really wanted to shoot at Harkness Memorial State Park again because it's been probably like over a year and a half since I shot there. Yeah, I found this couple that really were interested in that location, and I knew that it was going to be like a full moon soon, like it was a few days away. But what we didn't expect was that we would see both the sun and the moon in
Oh.
the same time frame in the session time. Like I took them out onto the field and I did a bunch of like pictures of like I played with like them being in focus and like the moon not being in focus and then like the moon being in focus and like them not being in focus. But they were down to like, you know, experiment and whatever. So, yeah, it was fun.
That's
And
really cool.
they're still looking for a venue right now. They haven't like set a date yet. Um, but I got to know them and we had fun. It was really crowded that day. It was really nice out, but we did a really good job working around that.
Yeah, you can't
And
tell
I
it. It's
couldn't,
busy.
yeah.
In this picture.
Well, you'll see in other pictures too. Like, I'll explain more about like how crowded it was, but I couldn't. This is a session I would have liked to do at sunrise, but I couldn't because it was in Connecticut, 2 hours away from me. So we had to do it around sunset instead.
Oh, well, I really like this picture, like the moon. And like, I don't know,
Thanks.
like it's so cool how like the sky is so, it's so like so matte. It's like so like the same color. Like, I don't know. There's
Thanks.
something, it's something,
Yeah, it's a very matte. The black and white preset is kind of a matte preset. It's like a matte black and white. So it's funny that you said that because it definitely is matte. And then
yeah.
I added green, so it looks even more kind of matte because of that, um, and flat. But I like that you can tell the moon is still like, you know, pretty. It's not like super detailed, but you can see that it's definitely the moon.
Yeah, that's
So
really cool. I really like this
thanks.
picture. It's interesting.
There are a couple more like this that I haven't edited yet. These are only the sneak peeks that I sent them. Um, so there's only a few here, but the next one is like the main
Aww.
reason the main reason I wanted to shoot here, because like just love the vibe of like these ivy and pillars and you know secret garden vibes. You know
So
how I'm all about that.
cute. Yeah.
But yeah, this was really fun. I did one of my favorite prompts, which is the kiss attack. And basically, the kiss attack is when I tell him to kiss her everywhere but her mouth, like 1,000 times over. Yeah, it just usually is silly and gets them to be like kind of laughing and loosened up. So, um, really like how this came out, and I really like the sun in the upper right corner, um, just like peeking through there.
Yeah, that's a really cute location. It's a really cute shot. I like that you call it the kiss attack. Is that what it's called in the biz, or did you make that
I didn't make that up. It's called that.
up?
I've seen it called that before. It wasn't. I'm not the one. The
You didn't
person who
coin the
coined that
term. I
term.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, it sounds like you could, but
Yeah. Thanks. So then, the next one. Um,
Oh, this is another cute one. Oh, it's so cute.
Thanks. This one gave me like Titanic vibes.
Minus
Um,
them, one of them not
Minus
dying.
them being on a ship. Yeah, I mean, minus the ending. But like, the part where he's behind her on the boat and he's like holding her up.
Yeah.
And like there was this really nice patch of lighting here, like soft golden lighting.
Yeah, the
So I
lighting's
like
really
in
pretty.
there. And I had him like change his shirt because he brought two options, and I was like, I think like
Oh.
the other shirt would like look really nice here. Yeah, it was really fun. The next one is another one
Oh.
that we took out on the lawn, with the moon and everything. And there was less people down here,
Very
which was
moody.
nice. Yeah. Same black and white preset.
I like
And
how
yeah.
dramatic it is. Like
Thanks.
and like their
Yeah, it does feel
shadows.
dramatic.
I like their shadows. Like
I like how he's looking at her. He looks excited.
yeah, it's really cute.
Thanks. So the next one is them walking like through like this little pathway. Kind of feels, like candid, and just basically directed them to. It was like, you can walk in front of her and lead her along. We're gonna play follow the leader. You can like look back at her at certain points, and it was cute.
It's funny. It just reminds me of like when you're going through the woods and you're like trying not to like trip over some like rocks and stuff. Like
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
best way.
yeah,
It
yeah. It
reminds
looks
me.
like yeah. It looks like I kind of what I like about this photo is that well, and a lot of what I like about a lot of photos is like when they kind of forget like I'm there or they're not looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Um, Next, this one is more posed.
Aww.
I always like to do a couple of posed shots on wedding days or during engagement sessions just because I feel like there are some classic, like traditional ones that everybody kind of wants for like their save the dates.
Yeah.
And like this is definitely one of them. Another variation I did with them that is not in here is I think I had him like kiss her on her forehead, or just like wrap his arms around her and like snuggle up. But that usually is a classic one that I like to do. So I like to usually use like the 85 millimeter for some of those classic ones because it's like more flattering for portraits. This was with the 85 millimeter and the lighting was like just beautiful
So
and just like
pretty.
catching my like lens in a way that it's like looks like this photo is glowing, and that was exactly what I wanted when I put them in this spot. So because I saw that the sun was like in the upper left hand corner, or could be in the upper left hand corner, and yeah, I'm just very happy with how this photo came out.
Yeah. This is really pretty. And also I love a staircase. I love that the picture is like framed.
Thanks.
Like there's like a border kind of around them. And like
Thanks. Yeah.
the soft out of focus stuff on the bottom. It's really
Yeah, I
cool.
yeah, I kept in some of that. Like I cropped out. There was more of it, but I cropped it, and I was like I could have cropped all of it out, but I decided to keep it in like purposefully.
Yeah, I think it look
So I'm glad that you like that aspect because I was not sure
no, I like
what I
that.
liked better.
It kind of balances it out too because it's like a similar color to the top part of the picture, so it kind of like just
Right.
frames them nicely.
Oh yeah, I'm glad to hear that. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Thanks.
Yeah,
It kind of looks like I'm like spying on them from the bushes.
but that's a vibe.
I think that's my style, honestly. I think that's my whole
You
ass
know,
style.
just pretend I'm not here.
Just
Vibe.
being a voyeur. Just being a peeping Tom. It's my
Yeah,
whole style.
that's how you should brand yourself. Actually, peeping Tom Allie,
Oh my god, that's so cringe.
but in an artistic way.
Yeah. Uh, so funny.
I think it looks good.
Thanks. Next. This is
Oh.
this is from my wedding on Saturday. Not my
Oh.
wedding. My
This is
bride's
you.
wedding.
This is
So these were the sneak peeks, so they're not like fully done yet. So
okay.
like there's a couple things I might have done differently with this edit, but like overall, I'm like super happy with how this photo came out. She really wanted pictures in the gazebo, and I had no fucking idea what to do. Um,
Okay.
because I didn't plan on using the gazebo, and I was like, "Hey, you know what? Just get in there." And like I kind of fluffed out her dress and was like, just kind of just like completely winged this, and
That's the way I live my life.
I loved it because the bridesmaids came out to bring us hors d'oeuvres.
Yum.
Like the photographers, they were like giving us food, and we were like joking with them because they're Greek. It was a Greek wedding, and she was like, "Yeah, like
Oh.
we're." One of the bridesmaids was like, "Yeah, like we're gonna feed you. That's like what we do. We're Greek." And I was like laughing, and I was like they were like, "We're like waitresses," and I'm like, "Yeah, you guys are like the Greek maidens." And they stayed around for a bit to like watch the end of portraits, and they were like hyping me up
Aww.
and hyping the couple up while I was taking these pictures because they could see like the back of my camera as I was taking them, and they were going, "Oh my god, frame that!" And they were being like so pretty, like oh my god, they were just like hyping them up, and it was just like so funny
Oh, that's
because
so
it got
cute.
like some smiles out of them, and like there was more like this, but this is the one I chose to edit for the sneak peeks. But
So funny.
yeah, it was just like really funny. I appreciated them for that, and made me feel good.
So overall, like that
Um,
wedding was like, did you have any like challenging parts of the wedding, or is it just kind of like
yes,
mostly
yeah, for
good
sure.
vibes?
I definitely learned some things. It was I would say it was good vibes, but I definitely learned like some things I would do differently.
Yeah.
I sent my second shooter home like after cocktail hour, and like I'm really happy with the entrances, like the entrances pictures that I got, but it was really stressful. Like I think in the future I would probably just like make it a non-negotiable that like I have to have my second for that time because
Oh,
it was a little stressful right before. I was kind of pacing back and forth. Like,
really?
yeah, because I was trying to figure out the best angle that I should be at
Right.
um, for the entrances because it's only me, and um, like I can't cover two angles at the same time. So,
Hmm.
and I shoot on prime lenses, so I was really debating like, do I use my 85 or my 35 for this? I'm not gonna have time to like switch.
Hmm.
Uh, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna have time to switch like mid because they're walking in pretty quickly, so I can't like switch cameras. So I have to like decide right now like which one am I gonna use and stick with it. And that was really hard. Then just like pacing back and forth, like being like trying to figure out what was the best spot for me to be in.
Yeah.
So that was definitely something I've learned, and yeah, I think that was the biggest thing, but I'm sure I could think of more things that I learned that day that I'm not currently thinking of. Maybe some of them will come up as we go through the rest of these photos, but
Well,
the
if you have
next
a if you have a second shooter, right, that gives you like some more angles. So you mean like
it gives you more angles. It's also like a lot less pressure on you to like nail the shot because um, like if you miss it or you bungle the shot, like your second shooter might have gotten it.
right.
So yeah, I was definitely stressed during the entrances, and I had no idea that they were going to use bubbles, like bubble guns. So that added another layer to it because I was like,
Oh,
okay, so not only do I have to nail this, but I have to nail the focus through all the bubbles. Uh,
wow.
so that was stressful because I had asked them if they had any specific like plans on
Yeah.
their timeline questionnaire, but they did not tell me that.
Oh.
So yeah, that was definitely and luckily I did get it. Um, but yeah, it was stressful. The next photo is from the reception. Um,
So what's going on in this
and
picture?
like Greeks, I guess, have certain traditions. I'm not sure if the money is a specific tradition of theirs. They have this one tradition where they all dance in a circle, and they did that, and then they had like these chairs in the middle at a certain
Oh.
point, and she was up there, and they were throwing money at her. I'm not sure if that's again. I don't know if this is specifically a Greek tradition. I'll have to ask her. when I like deliver the final gallery. And I didn't get a whole lot of pictures of this because I was only hired until 8 p.m. But this was
Oh.
one of the photos that I did get. Although there's like a hand in front of her face, I still think that this photo kind of captures like what was happening.
Well, it's actually really funny. This is kind of a little bit of a tangent, but that's what we're here for. I think I was in a sort of Greek wedding when I was a flower girl when I was like 5 because my uncle married someone who was Greek. And
Oh, yeah.
so I think I actually have a weird, vague memory of people spinning around in a circle. But I
Yeah, they
don't
do. They spin around in
remember.
a circle. I
That is
didn't
the
include
technical
those ones.
term.
I didn't include those photos in the sneak peeks, but there's a photo of them spinning around in a circle. And then this money, I don't know, this money thing might have been specific to them. It seemed
I don't remember
like
that
her
happening
dad
at the
was
wedding I
the
went to.
instigator. Um, but it was really funny. Um, and yeah, I just did a little shutter drag here to kind of add to the vibe.
Wow, I think it's cool. I never knew that the money thing happened, but I do like the lights are kind of a vibe there. Is that the lights that are kind of like blurry, right?
Yeah, yeah, I did a little shutter drag
Oh, I didn't know what that meant.
with my settings. Yeah, shutter drag is like when you it usually works better when they have more lights than this. Like this is kind of a weak shutter drag. If there's a lot of lights in a lot of different colors, it looks really cool. It's basically like you put your flash on full power, you lower your shutter speed to like really low, like really, really low, and then you go to like a high aperture. Um, and yeah, flash on full power, low shutter speed, high aperture, and ISO like between like 1 and 400. Basically, the flash being at full power ensures that even though it's a slow shutter speed, the subject will still be in focus while everything else will be blurry.
Oh.
Um, so it's like really interesting phenomena. I don't really understand how it works, but we do it
Huh.
a lot on like the dance floor as wedding photographers if there's like interesting lighting because it makes it look
I think I've seen it.
like
I
there's
think you've seen
definitely
it shown
you've
it
probably
before,
seen it.
yeah.
You've probably seen it. It's like popular on the dance floor because it makes it look wild and crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it would look like, and this is how it came out. So,
It's cool.
next. This is the
Ah,
entrance.
the bubbles. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it was really hard.
I can see how
There were
that would
so
be
many
stressful.
bubbles. Yeah, there were so many bubbles. I was like, I don't know if my camera's gonna focus on their faces or
Or
on
the
these dang bubbles.
bubbles.
So, yeah. Um,
But they look kind of cool, actually. They look like lights.
it,
But
it is really cool. They look kind of like fantasy like it's really crazy the colors inside the bubbles too. And the colors inside the bubbles actually go really well with like her wedding colors.
oh, what were wedding
Like
colors?
her bouquet is like purple and white and silver.
Oh.
And like the bubbles are like blue and purple and like different colors. So I just think it looks nice.
I think it's really cool, actually. It reminds me of like a winter themed wedding. I feel like if she had it in winter, it would be like, this is snow falling.
That's true. That's true.
It would be a cool winter themed thing to do, I
That
guess.
would be a really cool thing to do in the winter. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope
Next.
you weren't too stressed for that.
You know, we do our best. Like, there's only so stressed you can be before you're like, well, it's
It
happening
is what
whether I
it
like it or
is.
not. um, then there's the pics of bridesmaids. I have a ton of these, but
It's
I
cute.
like this one because there was like some nice laughs in here.
I like her dress. Like the
Yeah, her dress is really pretty.
sleeves are pretty.
Yeah, I did a lot of dress fluffing, um, to like put it in front, you know.
Yeah.
Um, Next, this was
Aww.
actually this was actually an image that my second shooter got while she was doing the groomsmen prep.
Oh, that's
So,
cute.
like, really love this picture so much. This little boy was so cute, like all day. Yeah,
So cute.
love this picture.
Wow.
Isn't it so cute? Like
It's
he looks
so
like he could
cute.
be like he looks like he could be like on an ad. I
That's
love
so
it.
funny.
And I think that's the end. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
end.
okay, awesome. We'll get a cute one to end on there. So that was really nice to see. Um,
Yeah,
I uh, I enjoyed
thanks
seeing
for
all
watching.
the collage of stuff you got there. You must have had a very busy couple of weeks.
Yes, it's been very intense.
Seems like you had an action packed. But you know your busy season is not over yet. So, but
Yeah,
hopefully we'll see some more coming up following episodes.
definitely.
Are are we interested in seeing this
Yes,
marker
I want to
drawing?
see.
Do we want to see this?
I want to see it.
Here it is.
Ooh, it's by Loli.
It's by Lily. It's finally done. That did not work.
So
Um,
I gotta ask you,
yes.
what were your best and worst, or your favorite and least favorite parts of doing this one?
Like parts in the drawing or just the aspect of doing it?
Either one, whatever you want to talk about.
Okay. I like the bottom parts of this drawing, the different colors of this bush here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different pretty greens.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really
Did you
pretty.
use the watercolor markers or the other ones?
These are all my alcohol-based markers. I think I used the
Yeah.
watercolor ones like a tiny bit, but I mostly just use the greens and
I
my
like, I
alcohol
like the
markers.
colors there. Yeah, I didn't really notice that at first.
And then I really also like the colors in the mountain, the specifically the green mountain, the darker green mountains. And also I blended like three different colors for the sky. Um,
Nice. I like the sky. Yeah.
sorry,
Did
it's
you
so loud.
you used a reference photo for this, right?
Yes, I did. I think I showed the reference photo in like a previous episode, but I can find the episode. I can pop in the photo real quick. So everything was done with marker, but there was one spot I did with white no, I'm sorry, white charcoal. Can you guess where it is?
The water.
The water, yes. Because I had to add in the highlights, and I can't really add in white marker. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
It ended up
Yeah, it looks
being pretty
looks
good.
good.
Um, I probably went a little overboard with it, but I think it's good.
I appreciate how symmetrical everything is.
Basically, oh, there it goes. It's a little unyielding. Um, so this is a 18 by 24, by the way. Okay, so it's a little bit big. Um, I like my shadow of the trees. It's a little subtle detail here. I do like my
Ooh,
little
yeah.
shadows. I tried to add in shadows and I tried to make them consistent with the direction.
Oh yeah, you did.
So there are like a lot of small little details in there. And
Yep. I even see like the twisty tree like in the back that
yeah,
I
this
know what tree that
one,
is.
the one that's in the, I can't even get to it. But yeah, the one you're talking about, that was confusing to have to draw. I didn't know how to draw that.
I would imagine. Yeah.
And it was so far away and tiny that I'm like, this is just blobs.
How
Anyway.
much time do you think this took you?
As you know, I'm horrible at keeping track. So I am just gonna say 30 hours and just assume it's around then. It took a while.
The areas of the trees that the tops are lighter,
Mm-hmm.
um, is that an absence of color there, or did you use a white?
So I only used white on the water. Everywhere
Okay.
else, it's like it's everything is colored. There's no white space on anything else. It's just like a super light marker, and
Gotcha.
I don't press down that hard. So
Gotcha.
you just like do very light pressure, Like let's say over
Yeah.
this tree. Use survey light pressure and then do the
Was this picture a
shadows.
picture that you can tell the lighting is like it's harsher lighting. Um
Yeah.
was this picture that you took the reference photo? Was it from when I was there?
No, this was a different time of year. This is
Okay, I was
some.
wondering if it was a different time of year.
Yeah, it was sometime in
Is it fall?
summertime. It was actually kind of summery,
Oh, okay.
summertime ish. I have to go
Yeah.
look at the actual date. The main problem with this is that so I wanted to try making a big drawing with markers, and I did it. However, the reason why people don't usually make it this big with markers is because it takes forever because markers are tiny, but also because they run out of ink fairly quickly. And so I have a lot of
Oh,
markers, but I was like
yeah.
alternating between so many different shades of green. I was out here mixing yellow and blue together because I was running out
Whoa.
of. I'm like,
Really?
I need to make a creative, like, I had to be like, I
So,
need a very
did you just
specific
like
shade. And I was like, I'm out of that
how do you
shade.
how do you do that? Do you paint the yellow first? Like, do you light first and then put uh blue over it?
I think I usually did, but sometimes I honestly was kind of inconsistent with that. I'm pretty go with the flow kind of a person here.
I would probably be the same way.
I don't always do the
Yeah,
proper thing with art. So, but
that's crazy.
yeah, so I run out of a lot of my green markers, out of ink, because I used about a
R.I.P.
thousand different shades of green in this. And so there is more yellow probably in these trees than it was actually in the picture because I had to use more yellow green and then I had to use a bluish green and then I had to use different greens. And I'm very tired of green now at this point in time. Yeah. And I'm obnoxious when it comes to trying to like make things accurate. Um, I was joking with my coworkers the other day because at work we have to. I'm an art teacher, and I have to like we test out the projects that the kids end up doing. So we like have I have a bunch of artwork that's like aimed geared towards children. Anyway, so yeah, in summer camp there was like a lot of projects, and one of them was like a Grecian urn, and you had to make the traditional black Grecian urn. And I'm like, I'm gonna draw an archer on my urn. It's like not an actual urn, you're drawing a picture of an urn. And I'm out here Googling what did archers wear in the Grecian times? Is this historically accurate to have? Like, what's the kind of clothes that I should have on here? This is for an 8-year-old, and I'm like being like, this is not how it actually looks like, and I have an actual problem, and so I can't be creative. I have to go by the actual references and be like, this is the actual
This is
outfit.
what it would have looked like. Yeah.
Rather than like, hello, they're wearing no clothes. They were shirtless. I can't really have these kids look at figures that are like half naked, and so I'm like, I gotta make clothes for them. I'm like, ugh, it's not gonna be historically accurate. Anyway, so
So funny. You are a perfectionist teacher. Oh my gosh. She was telling me the other day that one of her coworkers told her that she was a perfectionist teacher, and I see it now. Well, I've seen it, but
you've
this
seen
just
it.
really solidifies the deal.
So I look at a reference picture and I'm like, you telling me I can't get the same shade of green that's in that photo? It's a little bit of a problem. Anyway, so that's it.
It's lovely.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
So I'm doing this drawing, okay? I'm doing this portrait. It's fine, okay? It is somebody from Outlander, but it's not done yet, okay? So.
Oh, I know who it is now. I know who
And
it took me a second.
I know it's not done yet, okay? It still has some things I gotta fix. But the thing is, what was kind of funny was this, so this is graphite. I totally was intending on doing charcoal. Then I was like, I didn't even notice. This is how, like, I just kind of grabbed a random paper. I didn't even notice that this is white paper. I grabbed it thinking that it was gray paper, and I didn't go insane. And because I don't like to do charcoal unless it's on gray paper,
Gray
because I'd like
paper?
to add,
Oh, yeah, I think you told me that.
it's like the gray toned paper. 'Cause I
Yeah.
like to add the white and the black. I can't add white charcoal on top of white
So that just
paper.
made this like really a lot harder
So
then,
then I
right?
was like, now you're telling me you gotta make this in graphite? Anyway, so I, and so I have not finished it yet.
Yeah, as soon as you said it was someone from Outlander, I took a better look and I was like, I know exactly who that's gonna be.
Who is it?
Is it Clara's daughter?
Yeah, it's Brianna. You know her name.
Yeah, Brianna. I just couldn't remember her name.
Actually, I think I really want to more to the point. I really like going. I found this like random still, and I want to just like go to like TV shows and like movies and just pause on people's faces because it gives you like dramatic looks and like and not like I don't know. They give you like emotional faces, but like I want to draw emotion. This was a dark episode. So anyway, this is not.
I think it's cool that you're
not a good
trying to
episode.
capture them, though.
Yeah, so I wanted to do more of like
I think that can be hard to do.
interesting faces, and I thought I did like all those candid sketches that I've shown on the podcast before, and yeah, I did it
Yeah.
in graphite because it was a quick sketch, but I haven't actually done them like a finished drawing with graphite in forever, just because it just requires more patience. I feel like for me, I'm not really a patient person.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
It's understandable.
speaking of Outlander, so funny.
Okay, nostalgic memory would be the time that we binge watched Outlander while I was in California with you.
Tears were had.
Yeah.
So
It
many
was emotional.
emotions
And lots of snacks too.
and a lot of snacks. And we were like, that was probably post Napa. We were just like tired.
Yeah, it was.
We had a lot of
I think
activities.
we might have watched like one episode or like half an episode before Napa, but it was definitely after Napa that we
It was mostly,
really,
yeah. It was
yeah.
a lot of Outlander.
Yeah.
And then we had
A lot of tears.
Yeah, we couldn't even finish the season though. We had to like finish it via Discord.
Yeah, we didn't have
Later.
enough time because we overbooked ourselves with everything we
Yeah,
wanted to do that week.
it was way too much.
And you know me, I'm a princess, so I have to be in bed, at a certain hour. So
Yeah, because you never stay up like late at all.
I mean, I feel like I stayed up late one or two of the nights, right?
Yeah, I feel like we stayed up a couple.
But I was also really jet lagged.
You
So.
were also, yeah, really. Honestly, it's so many activities that we usually kind of crashed pretty early.
Yeah,
That's
true. We were exhausted.
It was a very tiring week. It was very tiring. But
Tiring
we'll have to watch the next season when that comes out. Whenever that comes out.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
The
It's probably
last
gonna be like a
one.
year.
We'll have to watch the prequel series that comes out this summer.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. We could definitely do that this summer. I'm glad
Yeah.
there's something else to watch.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
This was really a recent creations heavy episode and lots of story times mixed in. So we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.